Hello guys, how's it going? It's Miko again, and in this tutorial, it's a quick tip number 4, and we will talk about how to delete an element from the array. You could argue that you could use the delete keyword like so. Let's take a look at my screen. I have, as you can see, I have Visual Studio Code open, and it's the usual folder with our quick tips. So I created a new file called array deletion. So let's say I have an array called my array, and I will assign it some values. So 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. So you could want to delete like this. Delete my array, and let's say we want to delete number 2. So this is because we start from 0 when counting the indexes, we will say 1, and 1 will not delete the first one. Actually, it will delete the second one because this one is 0. So 0, 1, 2, 3, and 4. So we have 5 elements in the array. And if we console log this, my array.length, let's clear this. If we console log this, if we run node and this, we get 5. So we didn't actually delete the element from the array. So what is the right way of deleting an array from the an item from the array? So there are many ways, 2 ways that I can think of, and let's take a look here. The first one is if we say my array, that's splice, and then we say which index. So let's say first index, I mean index of 1, not first index, that's 0. So it will delete the number 2. So if we do this and we say console.log my array.length, second, my terminal is acting up. So if we say, we gotta go to this folder again, and if we say node, well, yeah, we need to say comma and then how many items. So if we do this again, the first 5, this number 5 is actually this console log from line 3, and the second one, number 4, is the console log from my array that length from line 6. So yeah, that's the first way of doing this. Now let's take a look at the second way. You could argue that it's the newer way of doing this, but let's take a look. So we could say my array dot filter, and we say x, and well, actually we need x for the item and I for the index. And if index is equal to, let's take a look, let's say, because we have 4 elements in the array now, let's delete the last one. Doesn't really matter because we're just console logging the length. So if we say console log my array.length, and if we node, well, actually we need to say put it in some other array. So const new array equals my array.filter, and if we change this to new array length, and if we console log, we need to say not equals to 4, and then we still have 4. Let's take a look at 0. Then yeah, then we have 3, and that's because we have it wouldn't work with number 4. If we take a look, it says 4 is the third number. That's the third console log. That's because there is no index number 4. The last one is number 3. So that's the main 2 ways of deleting items from the array. If you're doing some data manipulation with React or Vue or Angular, you could use this for data manipulation. And yeah, so that was the first tip, guys. I hope you enjoyed it. See you next time.